Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Central Illinois. And today our question comes to us from Melissa. And I'm not going to give Melissa's last name even though she included it, for reasons which I think will be obvious as I discuss the question. Melissa writes to tell us that she lost her daughter in May and received a great deal of backlash from non-pagan friends over her way of dealing with her loss and over her beliefs. And she wants to know what advice I would give people in the pagan community for dealing with such things. And the first thing that I would say is that you should be really offended. There is no excuse ever for using the death of a child as a conversion play. It is unacceptable, it is barbaric, and you should not understand it. Forgive it perhaps, understand it you really shouldn't. And I think that you should make a note of people who behave badly. And I think that you should probably consider, not immediately, but over the course of time, whether you really want those people in your lives, because they obviously did not care enough to consider the fact that you were a grieving mother, rather than a mark for conversion. Secondly, in terms of what one should actually do, I think one should be very polite. I think one should try to accept whatever is said in the best possible way, and not really react to it. You should not engage in such conversations. They do you no good, and they do the other person no good either. And if somebody attempts to argue with you about your beliefs in the wake of the death of your child, I would say the best thing to do is simply say, I'm not ready to deal with these things yet, and forbid further conversation. And never come to the point that you're willing to deal with it with that person, because they obviously are not willing to deal with you. And I think that in our community we're often far too understanding of bad behavior, and I would have to say this is about as bad as behavior can be. Now, I have to tell you that one of the reasons I feel so strongly about this is that my own mother, when my sister died many years ago, faced a similar backlash. And the hard feelings engendered by that have a lot to do with my attitudes on this subject. Now, I will grant you, Melissa did not exactly specify what kind of backlash she was getting. Maybe this reaction would be too strong for her particular situation, but generally speaking, and I think that most of us in the community have seen it, there are some non-pagans who will behave very badly in the wake of a death, and I don't think we should tolerate it. And again, my final piece of advice is to really look into your heart and ask yourself, do you want these people in your life as you go forward? That is your choice. There's nothing I really have to say about it. But if you keep them in your life, I would never allow them to revisit this topic again. And if they try, I would simply shut it down as politely and kindly as possible. So that's my opinion on that. I hope it gives you something to think about. And until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Chicago. And did you know that I have been a professional psychic for more than 30 years? I offer a variety of specialties, including clairvoyance, tarot, and past lives, either in person, or by phone, or even by email. So if you'd like to have a reading with me, you can set one up at witchschoolstore.com. I hope to hear from you, and until next time, may you blessed be.